Good evening. I am freezing and it's really not even cold in here, but I need to have a beer and go sit on the couch with my cat, right, Kitty? We have a plan. So I picked Josephsbrau Winter Brew. So this is the Trader Joe's brand of beer, and it's gosh, I can't remember who makes this. Um, hmm. Anyway, there's a brewery that whose name escapes me at the moment who makes this. Not Coronado. Gosh, who is it? Anyway, if Jay's watching this, he'll know the answer to that question. Anyway, a brewery, a pretty well-known brewery who makes their beers, and so it's always interesting to try these. They're under the name Josephsbrau because they make everything that they do has to have a Trader Joe's branded variation on Trader Joe's. So there's like Trader Giotto and Trader Ming or whatever. I forget what they're all called for all the different types of food that they have. But anyway, so now they also have a brew line. Freezing. So I picked this because it was available in the make your own 6-pack section. And so I picked up a bunch of things that I hadn't had before. Most of them were IPAs, and I wasn't in the mood for that, I guess. Anyway, also it's winter, and I'm freezing, so let's drink this. So this is a dark double Bock, coming in at 7.5%. Oh, great, 28 IBUs. They even put it on the back. Great job. That makes me happy. Okay, so dark roasted Munich and caramel malts are included, and those are the things that make me happy. So let's take a look at this beer. I poured it, and it has a nice head to it, but also a really nice color. I guess you're in the not light perspective. It has like this beautiful red-brown to it. Smells like malt. Nice toasty malts going on in there. Let's drink. This is pretty great. It's definitely malty, kind of dry, not acidic. Yeah, dry, I guess I want to say, at the end, which really kind of gives this big burst of malty flavor at the very end, and that's really kind of delightful. It tastes like toasted malts, and so this whole beer is about malt. I feel like the Bock beers, and maybe another kind, and I can't remember off the top of my head what it is, but like Helles Bock or Helles Lager and Bocks always have that remind me of the smell of grape juice when I smell and drink them, and this has like just a little bit of that going on, which is appropriate for this style, but the emphasis on these toasted malts really kind of takes over everything else that's happening there. So it starts out just kind of unassuming, and it's just like, pow, all the malts are going on. And it really is kind of nice. And now I'm having had a couple of breaths on this malt finish I have, aftertaste. It has a really long aftertaste. It kind of reminds me of eating cereal grains. And I haven't eaten cereal in God knows how long, so I can't think of any types of grains off the top of my head that would apply to. I don't know. Maybe it smells like Cheerios? I don't remember what Cheerios smells like. Anyway, it reminds me of cereal grains. Puffed wheat, puffed rice, puffed whatever that is, puffed corn, whatever. Anyway, and it's kind of delightful in that respect. So nice, kind of like gateway dark beer. You know, we're still in the lager category, and it's thin. You know, it's thin. You know, unlike a stout would be that has a really heavy mouthfeel to it. And it's not quite as acrid. I feel like stouts on the other end of the spectrum of dark really get into like French roast, burnt kind of coffee flavors, and this is like toasted, not burnt on the spectrum of darkness, malt darkness. This really gives you the opportunity to taste the toasted malt as opposed to a burnt. I'm going to say burnt because that has negative connotations, right? But the more darkly finished malts. Delightful beer, and I really enjoyed drinking. I feel like pretty much everything that this brand puts out is pretty drinkable. I can't off the top of my head think of any examples contrary to that. And I feel like every time I see them, I'm like, oh, I haven't tried that. I should try that. And so there you go. So this beer, I don't know if it's still in production since it's a winter beer. And this particular beer says that it needs to be consumed by May 2018. And so my guess is that it's on the shelves. Whatever's on the shelves right now is on the shelves. So if you're looking for, a nice dark winter brew, or, you're still in the dark beer phase, I feel like once spring comes along, we all want to drink Kolsch's, except I'm kind of a ride or die to dark beers. But, now's the time. So go grab yourself some of this beer because it won't be available long. Cool. If you've had it, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. And if you happen to know the brewer that does this brewing for Josephsbrau brand, let me know. Remind me, because I can't think of the name. And I feel like when I hear it, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, of course. So anyway, let me know. Cool. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.